My lord, a handsome sword. I came here tonight to play chess. Nobody ever mentioned anything about a sword fight.
Real life.
Master Law, if you don't talk, you're gonna
Doing
die.
stuff with Silat. I'm making Rutabaga this morning. These are my ingredients. I've got fresh minced garlic. I've got sweet butter. Got whole black peppercorn that I'm gonna crush. Himalayan pink salt. Garlic powder. A little bit of Creole. Of course the Rutabaga and a red onion. So I have my bacon. And that's what I'm gonna add, just little 3 slices. And now I'm going to go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of the sweet butter. It's already measured up for me as far as what I need, so I'll just go ahead and follow the line, cut right through. And I'm gonna add this and this to the pot. And a tiny bit of water, probably like a 1/4 cup of water, and I'll add my ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting my onion, and of course the rutabaga. Now, one ingredient that I didn't mention, actually 2, is I've got a little bit of sesame seed oil and bacon. So I'm gonna throw a few strips of bacon in this pan here with just a tad of sesame seed oil so it doesn't stick, and cook up about 3 slices that are already kind of cut in this little bag here. So I would say that they're maybe a little over 3 inches, about that size. Just 3 of them. And mainly I'm going to be putting this in for flavoring. So I'm going to cook these up, and I'll be back. First, the onion. And for the most part, all I do with the onion is I slice it and dice it. So I'll just cut it here and cut it here. I always like to take off the I don't know, that outer membrane. I just don't like to cook it. Just a preference. I'm gonna wash this. So I'll go here. I'll go here. Probably end up not using all of this, so I'll just dice enough to put in my dish. So I don't even think it's half of all of this, but a little bit. So my rutabaga, had it in the refrigerator here. It's actually starting to grow. Look at that. Anyway, take off the labels. And I've got a peeler. Just start taking the skin off. Oh, it smells good. Now that I have all the skin off the hull, basically I'm just gonna cube it on a cutting board and start adding the ingredients. So after washing, you just go ahead and jump right in. Just kind of go in and be careful. You don't cut yourself. So I usually start with one like this. And just almost like you're doing homemade French fries. So about this size right here, about that size. I don't know if you can see that. And if you want them smaller, you can do that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, and then I'll start adding the ingredients. All right, so it's time to start adding the ingredients with the medium-sized rutabaga. What I ended up having was a decent amount of rutabaga. So ended up being about this much. So I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a tablespoon of my fresh garlic. Turn up my oven here a little bit to medium. And I'm going to grab a teaspoon of this garlic and I'm going to brown it. Once I brown it, I'm going to kind of do the same with the onion. And then I'm going to add those 3 strips of bacon. Start adding my rutabaga. Now you can cook this on a stove top and add a lid, or you don't have to add a lid. I'm choosing to cook without a lid today. As soon as it starts to brown a little bit, I'll go ahead and add my onion. With the butter in here, it doesn't really take very long for it to start to brown. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my onion, about that much. Go ahead and mix that in. My 3 strips of bacon, they're pretty crunchy, so I'm gonna just make a fist, crumble it up, kind of like fresh bacon bits, and just add those. And now I'll just go ahead and start adding my rutabaga. Stir it right in. Now, earlier I told you that I had peppercorn, and this is what the aftermath looks like. I'm hoping it's about a teaspoon, or a tablespoon should I say. So, let's go ahead and see what we got here. This is my first scoop, and I have a little bit left, so I'm thinking it is a tablespoon. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this over the rutabaga. Let's go ahead and dump the rest of that in. As far as the garlic, I'm going to go down to a teaspoon with that. So just going to reach in and grab that. Teaspoon, sprinkle. And with my Himalayan pink salt, I'm going to go 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4. From here, sprinkle. And likewise with my Creole seasoning, Tony's, 1/4. So about so. Not only is this spicy, but it's a little salty too, so just be careful. And if you don't like salt, you can always reduce the ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir. And as you can see, all of the rutabaga is pretty coated with the seasonings, and everything. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and add my quarter cup of water. Let's go ahead and do a half a cup. I think I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and put a lid on it. So I'm just adding it around, not directly on. And then I'm going to cover. Just reduce it a little bit. So we'll be back when it's almost ready. So rutabaga's been cooking about 20 minutes. When you cook this, you can cook it for about 20 minutes or until tender. Here's what I have. The water is cooked off. And they're about, rutabaga's about as tender as I want it. If I could take this wooden spoon and push down and they go through, that's tender enough for me. Some people like to cook them a little bit more tender than that, but at that point, are you making mashed potatoes or are you making rutabaga? So I'm done cooking my rutabaga, so I'm just going to cover and let it sit for a little bit more, and that's it. The aftermath, for the most part. Nice, tender, tasty rutabaga. If you like my recipe, definitely try it. If you have any comments, please comment below, or just give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.